Okay, so let's see how you can modify your BIOS, your AMD GPU BIOS, how you can modify your fan curve so you can keep your GPUs cool, especially in the summer. So I'm assuming here that you already know how to use Polaris BIOS editor. I'm assuming that you know how to flash your BIOS after you modify it using Polaris BIOS editor. So the scope of this video is to show you how to modify your fan operating characteristics so that your GPU stay cool. So as you can see, I've already overclocked my GPU. I've underclocked it. Underclocked the core. I've overclocked the memory. This is for Ethereum mining, but what we want to focus here on is the temperatures. So let's look at the fan table here, and let's look at the temperatures. The temperature definitions are actually fine for the minimum and the medium, but the high temperature is very high. Sorry, it's normal for the minimum and medium, but the high temperature definition is very high. So it should go down to, let's say, 75. So what your computer will try to do, and by the way, this applies in the cases where you're running your rig headless, which means that you don't have any monitors connected to any of your GPUs. And there might be cases where, you may want to do that. I found that actually for AMD GPUs, you can undervolt your GPU more if it's not connected to a monitor. So I actually run all my rigs headless. So what you need to do is you need to lower this temperature here so that your driver will try to keep the temperature actually somewhere in the middle between 65 and 75, so around 70. And I found that this is actually a good temperature, a good compromise between the temperature in your GPU and how hard you run your fans. So you lower this temperature here, and then you also increase these settings here. So let's take it up to 40, 60, and 80. And the final setting you need to adjust is the maximum RPMs. So I actually found that if you don't do that, it just throttles at about, well, 2000, like in this one here. So I usually use 3000, and that's usually enough to keep your GPU cool. So these are the settings you need to adjust all of these settings, and hopefully. Oh, and by the way, also the acoustic limit, I've also found that sometimes it may be useful, so bring it up to 1000. So make sure you adjust all of these settings properly, save your BIOS, and then flash it into your GPU. And hopefully it will keep your GPU cool throughout the summer. So hope this helps, and thank you for watching.